In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to remove backgrounds in Affinity. By the end, you'll know a fast, clean, and non-destructive way to isolate a subject so you can place it on any background you like. Start by pressing the W key on your keyboard. This activates the selection brush tool, which is designed to quickly snap to edges and find your subject against the background. You'll usually see its options appear along the top bar. Before you begin, take a second to adjust the brush size so it fits the level of detail you're working with. A larger brush is great for broad areas like clothing or solid shapes, while a smaller brush helps when you get in close around hair, fingers, or other fine edges. If your mouse has a scroll or if your tablet supports it, use that to nudge the size up or down as you go. Zooming in a little can also make a big difference in accuracy. Now, trace the image by painting over the subject you want to keep. Click and drag to paint the selection on top of the areas you want included. You'll see a marching ant's outline follow along the edges that Affinity detects. Work methodically. Start with the big shapes, then refine the tricky parts. If the brush grabs too much background, switch to subtract mode in the context toolbar, or temporarily hold the subtract modifier to remove unwanted areas. If it misses a bit of your subject, switch back to add and paint it in. Slow, deliberate strokes typically produce the cleanest result. For edges with contrast, a slightly harder brush helps the tool snap precisely. For softer edges like hair or fur, a softer brush can look more natural. Keep an eye about small gaps between arms and torso or spaces inside objects. Those negative areas can be easy to overlook. The goal here is a solid, accurate selection that clearly defines what you want to keep. With the selection active, click the mask layer icon in the Layers panel. It looks like a small rectangle with a circle inside. Instantly, the background is hidden and your subject remains, revealing transparency behind it. This approach is non-destructive, which means the original pixels are still there, safely tucked behind the mask. If you notice an edge you want to fine-tune, you can revisit your selection process and update it before applying the mask again. Take a moment to zoom in around the perimeter to verify that edges look natural and clean. That's it. Your background is removed, your subject is isolated, and you're ready to use it in any composition.